Yo, Pisces. Welcome to this general sun, moon, rising reading. Without further ado, no messing, let's get into it. A little bit of romance, finances, career, etc. But first of all, what does the universe want you to focus on? What is it the universe needs you to focus on right now? Well, the Hangman. Maybe approaching your situation with a very different attitude. This is letting go of old ideals, okay, because everything's changed in your situation. All right. There is a change of perspective. If you feel something is being rushed, it's up to you to slow it down to your pace. There is a major decision here for you, and it wants you to focus on yourself and deliberate what you're willing to let go of and what you're willing to pursue. This is a major decision, okay? And it's not a decision you'll be able to back up from once it's made, not lightly, okay? It's going to be difficult to back up. So, whoa, changing of mind is not really, well, it's not going to be easy for you, okay? So it's kind of like go introspective a little bit and ask yourself what you are willing to sacrifice in your life to pursue the avenue that's opening up, whether this is in relationships or a career. Okay, but the universe wants you to focus on positivity. In relationships, because there's a big desire here, but this is not an easy route. There could be distance involved. Okay, it would seem opportunities are opening up for you. The Empress, that's your energy. Now, maybe you're a parent and there's children involved in this. Okay, which will implicate this major decision, okay, tenfold. Empress is all about creation. It's all about self-worth as well. Yeah. Know your own self-worth. Your energy is this. It's kind of like you're in this very nurturing, very caring energy at the moment. The Empress is a Taurus energy. So it's kind of like being very grounded. This decision is on you because this Hangman is your energy. It's Pisces energy. It's an emotional decision, okay, and it's all about where you're at in life now. Whatever your status, whether you're married, single, young, old, the energy is kind of the same with this Empress. She's all about creation and grounding herself, getting back to basics, getting back to, yeah, going back to basics. I'm getting here, there's a situation that's become way too complicated. You're looking for love, maybe your feelings for this person, you're very enthusiastic about something here, and there is this urge to travel, okay, but there seems here some kind of family complication. Right. It's me. I'm kind of getting your feelings. It's like if you can't come to me, I'm willing to come to you type energy. Mm. But it's a very, very grounded attitude. In your energy, there's a strong player type influence here. Very impulsive. Let's see what their energy is. Well, they're resisting because they've got obligations to possibly work. They're perhaps trying to sort their finances out. The Three of Pentacles is somebody who wants to work with you. Okay, they want to try and find solutions to the practical problems, whether that's distance, property, finances. They want to kind of help you, but there's other things going on. They've got certain concerns of their own. Okay, how do they feel about you? It's like they don't want to become implicated further, or they don't want to get any further involved. Not at this time. Page of Swords, they're very standoffish. Okay. They're waiting on you to make a decision. They see you as dithering. Okay. They see you as procrastinating. Mm. Maybe if you slowed this down, you've slowed it down too much for them. They're kind of, yeah, they're at the moment, they're kind of putting limits on how far they're willing to get involved because of other implications and because of what's happened between you two. It's going to end up making a judgment call. Okay. And that judgment is somebody, it's like a second chance, but it's like pressuring to make a decision. Okay. The good thing is the decision's up to you. But why is this judgment card here? Yeah. Decision on whether to take this any further or not and build a very nice lifestyle, but it doesn't look like full commitment. That Nine of Pentacles, okay, it's not full commitment. It's kind of they want to take it further. They're waiting on your decision, and they're not going to pursue it any further until you make your mind up. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm only telling you what I see. But this Nine of Pentacles here, there's a major decision on getting some kind of independence, keeping independence. There's certain aspects about this relationship that can't be resolved very easily. Certainly not in the heat of the moment, okay? Well, as I said, this decision, once it's made, it'll be very difficult to go back on. Okay, let's just pull a Romance Angels card. Well, it will involve an engagement or taking the relationship to a higher level. Despite all the difficulties and external influences such as finances, obligations to children, or etc., there's this engagement here, taking it to the next level. But I'm still not seeing full commitment. I'm still seeing independence. It's like they want to commit, okay, and then perhaps later taking it even further. But it's going to require a lot of patience and a lot of work. It's up to you. Okay, let's see what's going on the work front for you. What's going on your career? Flexibility. I suppose this is also in your relationships. You're going to need flexibility. There's a lot going on, okay, that in your work, and you'll need to kind of maneuver and trust your intuition, okay. There's some changes coming, but while they seem extreme, okay, they are for the greater good. Just hang in there. This too shall soon pass. But there is sudden movement here, okay. You will, with a lot of thought and flexibility, you will be able to overcome, your problems, okay, even though they look very daunting. You are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. So perhaps a lot of you are getting very intuitive. You're getting this very kind of weird feeling about where you're working. It's the universe's way of saying, look, you need to re-examine why you're working where you're at, and then compare that with what you truly want. Okay. I'm seeing some kind of spiritual work for you. Something very different to what you've been doing. It will require a bit of give and take. Be open to giving and receiving. Keep the flow of abundance going. Give somebody a chance, and ask for what your heart desires. This is in relationships as well, you know. It's kind of like time to lay your cards on the table. Okay, and ask for what you want. But there is a work opportunity there, and this is kind of saying it's worth considering, even if you decide not to take it. Okay, let's get your finances. It's going to require flexibility in thinking and perhaps reallocating your time and energy. There's success here. 6 of Wands. Wow. In your finances, okay, I'm picking up a sudden change in finances here, an opportunity to increase your finances. You may have to work hard, okay. I'm also getting here notoriety. Wow. You're rediscovering yourself here. And finances, you know, although you've been fairly successful in your finances, okay, there's another route. It's kind of like there's easier ways to make money. You've been partially successful with your finances, but you've had to work damn hard to get there. There is another opportunity coming in, which gives you a chance to refocus your finances and be more objective. I'm kind of getting maybe you've been a bit too frivolous with your finances in the past. This is saying you need to, I've got the Two of Pentacles here. You need to find a way of balancing your outgoings with your incomings, okay? This is basically saying you're going to have to reshuffle your finances about in some way. It would seem here that perhaps you've been a bit frivolous with finances. This is a need to tighten your belt and deal with important things. It's like, you know, you've been too generous with gifts, presents to people. What I'm saying is here that you need to find a way of narrowing your outgoings. Okay, not being so generous. You can be generous to people, but it's saying, you know your own limitations. You're going to have to reshuffle your finances, get more balance. It's rather like your outgoings are overpowering your incomings, okay? And this is dealing with financial problems, prioritizing financial problems and dealing with them one at a time instead of trying to handle everything at once. Thanks very much for watching. See you next week.